Today, I want to talk about the difference between Veterans Day and Memorial Day because sometimes people get those confused. But don't worry, here's the difference. So, Veterans Day is November 11th. The purpose is to honor U.S. military veterans and to celebrate veterans for their service. Now, Memorial Day, that's the last Monday in May. This is to honor fallen military service members. So here's an easier way to remember it. May, memorial. I put those two together. And then I add mourn because it's a somber event. So I kind of put the M's together, and that's a good way to remember it. Now, when you think of memorial, also think of kind of somber, sad. You wouldn't say Happy Memorial Day to somebody. It's just really not appropriate. Nor is it really appropriate to have Memorial Day sales, which you do see a lot of companies doing, because I wouldn't have a 9/11 sale, would I? Probably not. But some companies do. I also want to take a look at some things we can do if we want to give back to that community. So let's take a look. I did a post earlier today, and I wanted to share it with you all. You got to be careful, obviously, when you're donating. And here are some of those groups that are legitimate to check out. So how can I help? You might be wondering. You could contact your local VA hospital and say, hey, I'm looking for ways to give back. They might ask you, hey, we need people to make care packages, or honestly, just come down and spend some time with the veterans and talk. You could also do Adopt a Veteran program. This is where you might pair with a family nearby, and this is where you might incorporate this person in your weekly life. Or you might just invite them over for the holidays like Thanksgiving, Christmases, because they may not have someone to be with. A lot of veterans also struggle to get medical appointments. This is something we've talked about previously with Into the Weeds podcast, which I will pull her up in a moment, and what she does to help those in the service. But you could simply offer to give a ride to some veterans, to doctor's appointments, to the grocery store. Doesn't matter. Just call your local VA and say, hi, I'm looking to volunteer. Let's say you don't have the time to volunteer. Here are some safe organizations you can donate to. Habitat for Humanity's Veterans Build, Homes for Our Troops, and Operation Homefront. What I'll do is I'll put a link to all of those in the comments section. There are also programs out there called the Wounded Warrior Project. A lot of people are familiar with that. And there is also a veterans crisis line that, if you can't do anything, at least maybe just post this on your social media today, and you might help someone that you didn't know. If you are a vet and you dial 988 and press 1, that is going to take you to the Veterans Crisis Line. So really great resources that I will link. So this is Amber's YouTube channel. Please, if you don't, go over there, hit subscribe. And she does cover true crime cases like many of us do. But what Amber does is she trains anyone with a military background for free on how to start their own podcast. It's amazing. It's not something that you sign up and you pay to do. It's just a service of love. I cannot say enough about her and her channel. If you don't follow, please go over there and take a look. Consider donating, because sometimes those donations might go towards getting them a laptop, a microphone. She kind of explains where any of those donations would go. She also requests her own reports in a lot of the cases she's covering. And if you know, those are not cheap. So if you do anything today, check out my comment section and consider doing one of these things. And thank you all for your service, especially the family members who lend their loved ones to us, because we know it's hard. And sometimes it's not always about the military service person themselves, but maybe being a comfort in bringing a meal or just reaching out and sending a text and checking on someone who has a loved one who is not home all the time. Have a great day, guys.